Hello, users, and welcome back to Above It All. This is the series in which I talk shit about your dear leader, Donald Trump. That is correct. I hope you don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, this guy's kind of an asshole. So I got a clip here. There's like a field of these clips from these press conferences, but this one I think is the most interesting. So I'm gonna click it.
What make that decision? Obviously, a lot of interest in how you're going to make that decision. What?
That's a very big decision.
What?
I don't know that I've had a bigger decision than that when you think, right?
I would think.
I mean, think of that decision. Somebody said it's totally up to the president. I saw this one. It's totally up, and it is.
Here's the thing, again, and I have to say this every time. His way of speaking is both hilarious and brilliant. Like, again, he speaks like, there was this study that was done, that he speaks like a fucking third grader. You know, like, he knows, like, three big words, like, tremendous. Everything's tremendous, right? And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And it's just like, we're talking about him potentially making the choice that would kill hundreds of thousands of people. And he's just kind of like, he's just fucking going off on like a fucking comedy bit. And it's just like, I can totally get why people vote for this guy, because they don't really follow politics that much. They don't know much. They're kind of like, if you like Trump, you got to be kind of a dullard. Like, it's just kind of you just have to be kind of stupid. Like, you can be a nice guy, you can be totally cool, but you're just not bright. You're just kind of a dullard. But like, I get how it appeals to you, but it's just like, what? Right? Like, what? Seriously.
I don't know that I've had a bigger decision, but I'm going to surround myself with the greatest minds. Not
Big
only
minds.
the greatest minds,
Very
but the
big.
greatest minds in numerous different businesses, including
Numerous,
the business
yes.
of politics and reason. And we're going to make a decision.
Fucking politics and reason. Let me just listen to that again.
But the greatest minds in
Sorry, the volume might have been low.
not only the greatest minds, but the greatest minds in numerous different businesses, including the business of politics and reason.
The business of politics and reason. Yes, I am in the reason business. Yes, in the politics and reason. Both of them very good businesses. They're tremendous, believe me. The businesses are outstanding. The business of politics working out great. Isn't that kind of like just an oops, uh-oh, as far as like letting the cat out of the bag there?
Different businesses, including the business of politics and reason. And we're going to make a decision, and hopefully it's going to be the right decision. I will say this. I want to get it open as soon as we can. We have to get our country open, Jeff.
You say, sir, what metrics you will use to make that decision?
The metrics right here. That's my metrics. That's all I can do.
Stop. He's gonna kill us all, dude. Again, it's brilliant, but it's fucking... What metrics, right? Like, you'd expect the answers like, I don't know, when the curve is flattened, like maybe when we build a few more hospitals in some of these areas, somewhat stupid, but like, at least he's kind of understanding what the word metric means. But like, leave it to Americans to know nothing about how metrics work, right? Like, Jesus Christ. All right.
I want to get it open as soon as we can. We have to get our country open, Jeff.
You say, sir, what metrics you will use to make that decision?
The metrics right here. That's my metrics. That's all I can do. I can listen to 35 people. At the end, I've got to make a decision. And I didn't think of it until yesterday. I said, this is a big decision. But I want to be guided. I'm going to be guided by them. I'm
going to be guided by them. Like, he looks like he's like at a fucking rock concert and he's like, yeah, woo! Like, like doing that thing where they point at some random bitch in the audience to make them like tell that story like 60 years down the line. Like, it's just like, oh my
going to
God.
be guided by our vice president. I'm going to make a decision based on a lot of different opinions. Some will maybe disagree, and some I'd love to see it where they don't disagree. Will there be risks? There's always going to be a risk that something can flare up. There's always going to look at what's happening where countries are trying to get open and there's a flare up and they'll go. But I'd like the flare up to be very localized so that we can control it from a local standpoint without having to close.
It's so fucking funny. I gotta watch this again.
Listen to metrics right here.
Say, sir, what metrics you will use to make that decision?
The metrics right here. That's my metric.
Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
You say, sir, what metrics you will use to make that decision?
The metrics right here. That's my metrics. That's all I can do. I can listen to.
That's all I can do. He accidentally told the truth there. Like, oh yes, brain. That's all I can do. Believe me. It's oh my god. He's gonna open this country again. Whatever the fuck opening the country means, right? He's gonna do it again. I'd say in a few weeks from now, maybe 3, 4, 5 weeks in that range, and it's gonna be a disaster. And when you ask him why, he's just gonna say, "Yep, the metrics right here. Believe me." Believe me, it'll make your head spin. Believe me, these metrics are off the wall. They're tremendous. They're outstanding. Many people are telling me that I have the best metrics. Believe me, they're the greatest metrics. You know, believe me, I have the best. I have a good team. Our vice president tells me, "Sir, your metrics are tremendous." And I say, "Believe me, they're more tremendous than you could possibly imagine." Right here. That's it. That is.
Right here. That's my.
What metrics you will use to make that decision?
The metrics right here. That's my metrics. That's all I can do.